Well, the elites in the media, well, they're at it again. Recently, The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald published a factually incorrect opinion piece by Australian National University professor Alan Gamlen. Gamlen's piece was full of errors and misrepresentations of IPA research. Now get this, Gamlen himself is the founding director of what's called the ANU's Migration Hub. Now you'd think someone in that position might know a thing or two about immigration numbers, but despite this, Gamlen does not seem to understand the fundamentals about the Australian Bureau of Statistics migration data. Gamlen claimed, and I quote from his piece, a press release from the Institute of Public Affairs published 2 weeks before the rallies claimed that 457,560 net migrants had arrived in the 2024-25 financial year. But here's the thing, we never said that. It's utterly false. Here's what our press release said. Net permanent and long-term arrivals in the financial year ending 2025 was 457,560. Nowhere does it mention net migrants. Gamlen also falsely stated, quote, the release misused Australian Bureau of Statistics data on tourist movements rather than net overseas migration data. Again, this is completely untrue. The release at no point ever used that data. The data which we referred to was permanent and long-term arrivals and departures data, which explicitly excludes short-term visitor movements such as tourists, as Gamlen would know if he read the Australian Bureau of Statistics' own data. And get this, in the online edition of his article, Gamlen claimed that the 457,560 figure was, quote, wrong. In fact, it's off by more than 30%. Yet this reference, if you look through the print edition, you won't find it. Why is that? Because they removed it. I wonder why they did that. Maybe even Gamlen had to concede that he was in fact wrong. Make no mistake, the IPA has made an official complaint to the Australian Press Council on this matter. The Edelman Trust Barometer for 2025 revealed something that we all know, which is that over 2/3 of Australians worry that journalists and reporters purposefully mislead people by saying things that they know are false or gross exaggerations. And given what has happened here, this sentiment is entirely understandable. There's no doubt there's growing anger in the community about Australia's out-of-control immigration program. And what we have seen here, yet again, is the political class and the elites doing whatever it takes to shut down debate on topics with which they do not agree. To find out more about the IPA's research, visit ipa.org.au.